The 98th all-time meeting between these two programs. And we're underway as Georgia Tech wins the tip. Looking for a much quicker start than they got off to the other day against Virginia. And despite leading at the end of the first quarter, got behind 9-0. And really it was defense to offense that got them going early on. That's Walker with the first miss of the game. How does Georgia Tech settle in quicker offensively?
I think for Georgia Tech, the first look, I think, was elite. Get Talayah Walker a touch, going against Rushna as well, seeing how she can stay solid on the block.
No changes in the starting lineup for Clemson from their last game. Mia Moore kicks it into the corner. They will shoot a lot of threes, and they'll make a lot of them. Hadley Perriman knocks down her first chance.
Perriman stretching the floor. I love her size. She, too, has a quick release, and we have already mentioned it. Clemson has made more threes than anyone in ACC play.
Aaron Blair has found a starting five that she likes as well recently and sticks with it. That's a turnover taken away by Mia Moore.
We've talked a lot about Clemson's offense. Their defense is what's leading the ACC as well, off the mark on the three, but their activity on the defensive end is what leads to better shots on the offensive side.
Oh, behind the back from Augustineda. Moore looking for 1,000 points off the back iron. 3 shy of 1,000 for her career, the senior from right here in the state of Georgia.
Coming off of a 10-point performance against NC State for their second win period against NC State. And right away, as I mentioned, Talayah Walker on the left side, there's not much you can do to stop it.
Interesting parts with Walker, you said it early. Just 5 points per game last season at Penn State. There's the miss, rebound by Turnage, but you just seen a mindset shift with her. Aaron Blair said they were begging her to get up to that 20-shot mark in a game. They want to see her put shots up.
I think if you're looking at her now, you shouldn't be begging her to take 20 shots or more. It's a need, especially in the absence of Inez Naredo.
Naredo only played 4 games, was one of their best players in the early going, but the Spaniard's been out since then. 8 to shoot, and getting downhill is Raven Thompson. She's been excellent, coming off 3 of her top scoring performances of the season.
And also, she's back home, a Georgia native from Atlanta. Talayah Walker, my goodness, already with all 5 of Georgia Tech's points.
Those two were not teammates a year ago. Her picking each other up today on both ends. Skipped across, extra pass, and the 3 is short. Another offensive rebound. That's been more of an emphasis for Clemson over the last 9 games. Already a couple in this game.
They lead the AC in defensive rebounding. Their activity on the glass, they're speedy, they're quick. Oh, and by the way, they're accurate. Mia Moore in the 1,000-point club.
Double figures in 6 of the last 8 for Moore. Walker working with Turnage. Love Turnage passing out of the post. 8 to shoot. Erica Moon driving. Little handoff to Turnage. What a feed by Moon.
The play of Erica Moon as a sophomore in the playmaking floor general position for Georgia Tech has really put them in a place where they are one of the toughest teams in league play.
Leads Georgia Tech with just shy of 4 assists per game. Transfer from Texas A&M. Moore misses the scoop layup. Here comes Turnage running the break. No look feed out wide. 3 balls. Good. That is 6'6", Ariadna Termes.
There are coaches somewhere saying the 6'6" post player should be in the paint. She has proven over her career that she can stretch the floor, knock it down, and do many different things in the versatile bag she has for Tech.
That is Augustineda taking advantage of her former teammate on the switch.
And you got to believe that she comes into this building for the first time since transferring in, is very familiar with the rims, but also wants to put on a great performance.
Good hand by Moore. I'm pretty sure 4 minutes and 50 seconds. That is our first stoppage in this game. There is Sean Poppy, year 2, and I don't know if you're ahead of schedule in today's climate. Everybody wants to win now, but certainly this is a program that's trending up under him. Just 3 wins shy of last year's total already.
He continues to grow the program, something that he is very familiar with doing in ACC. He was an assistant under Kenny Brooks at Virginia Tech, where they said, we will build it, they will come. We saw that in the Castle, a team that was able to get in a program, able to get to the Final Four.
Another rebound for Turnage, one of the best in the league. Moon has it poked away in a turnover. Not something that this Sean Poppy defense does a lot of, but if you ask him about philosophy, offensive and defensive, you will hear Kenny Brooks' name brought up from their time together at Virginia Tech.
I love the way he described his defense as almost Jurassic Park. And if you are familiar with Jurassic Park, you're going to see the Velociraptors.
And had a chance to win it at the end and had an extended scoring drought in that fourth quarter, so really left one out there.
What I love what Coach Blair mentioned to us at Shoot Around was that we did not shoot well at all in the first quarter, but a lot of our points came from getting stops on the defensive end or on the free throw line. So can they find ways to make a way? And this is a team that has been riddled with injury at the beginning of the season. You're looking at the record and you're like, how are they this team at this point? But you can go down the ACC and ask that question to a few teams that were actually in the top 25 to start the season.
Best team in the league as of today in your mind?
Right now, you can't overlook what Jeff Walz and Louisville have been able to do, just a bucket away from knocking off South Carolina in that Big Ten ACC challenge for Tajana Roberts, who has been fantastic in her sophomore season.
Walz just picking up his 500th win last weekend. Walker inside, and one chance for Talayah Walker, who's off to a tremendous start already with 7 points in this game.
There's a different level of heart to say, I want to defend Talayah Walker. But there's a different type of mentality to be Talayah Walker. She wants the ball in her hands. Coach Blair has mentioned how she has changed over the last 6 games. She is looking in the huddle saying, I need the ball in my hands, and she's putting it in full display. Why?
It's been all over the free throw line as well. It's now free throw number 39 in the last 3+ games. She's made 35 of those as Thompson goes to their bench. Rachel Rose running the point now. Moore looking for an option, goes inside, it's a turnover.
I like the switch. Moore could not see over the outstretched hands of Brianna Turnage. She was asking and begging for the ball on the inside.
Turnage gets it in a crowd, tipped out, and ran down by Taylor Johnson-Matthews running the break. Inside, strong move and step across from Demira Hines.
Another transfer, one of the 6 for Clemson, that has found a new spot in the ACC with Clemson. 4 years at Wake Forest, and yes, that footwork is elite getting to her looks.
It's a great pass that draws the foul on Hines. Walker, though, leading Lanaya Foster in the paint.
Immediately, you start to think, how can we get some easy looks at the bucket? Now, this looks all but easy, but when you understand how Demira Hines gets her shots in the paint, she's patient, she's strong, and very effective off the glass.
Thank you. It's a hand on the inbound pass. Walker has 8 of the 13 for Georgia Tech. Inside, Foster on the reverse layup.
Foster is one of those players that even in their upset win over Notre Dame was a huge piece of what she does in this rotation. She is another strong player that continues to put up career highs this year.
22 in that win over Notre Dame. That's blocked by Turnage. She is all over the floor this year, really on both ends.
You can kind of put us on repeat as far as the transfer portal and how it works for either side, but Brianna Turnage, who spent her time at Florida State the last 2 to 3 seasons, has been a rebounding machine.
Trying to go to Walker. She gets the bounce, and Walker gets fouled.
Chucky, not 1, not 2, but I counted 3 players that were trying to keep eyes on Walker and prevent her from getting an inside touch. You see this short, and Brianna Turnage able to come in to deflect on the backside for the block. And Amira Hines not able to keep Walker off the free throw line in that possession.
5 straight games with 20 or better. She's got 9 in the first 8 minutes of this game. How about Talayah Walker had 1 20-point game prior to this 5-game stretch in the season? That's hard to believe with the way she has scored it at all 3 levels.
I'm at a loss for words on how improved she is this season. And that's where the transfer portal is. How is the fit for you in this program? And Karen Blair just understanding the communication she's had with Talayah Walker. She said, it's a collaboration. She tells me where she wants the ball and I get it there.
And 1 chance on the other end for Rachel Rose. Scranton, Pennsylvania native, making the jump up from Wofford after 3 seasons there.
Coming off a season high 19 points against NC State. She is not afraid of the moment at all. You gotta love it too when you see a senior, as you can see with her resume on the left side, finding different ways to show up for Coach Poppy and this staff, taking advantage of this ACC play.
Nice pass to Crawshaw, who misses the point-blank layup. That's something that probably kept Karen Blair up at night a little bit after the Virginia loss. Some misses in the paint they would have liked to have back.
But Georgia Tech still shooting 54% from the floor. As here's a foul underneath.
Second foul charged to number 12, Jaylen Crawshaw, her first 13 foul.
Turnage got a quick spell on the Georgia Tech bench and re-enters for Crawshaw.
Thompson to the line, shooting 2.
Very impressed with the attendance here at Georgia Tech on today, but there are a couple of Georgia natives here.
Hey, coming up next, our quadruple header capped off by SMU and NC State in Raleigh. That game set for a 6 Eastern tip. NC State trying to bounce back after losing by 10 at Clemson a couple days ago. So Notre Dame pick up a big win today.
Huge win.
Over North Carolina.
You mentioned off the top too, Chucky, just how huge that win was for Syracuse. On the road to play and beat Virginia, a team that was one of the unbeatens coming into this game.
Virginia, too. Turnage turning, can't get the roll, tipped up, but Foster couldn't haul it in. Nice rebound by Hines. Clemson bench trying to direct traffic on this setup for Mia Moore. Pushed across, Turnage got a paw on it.
That's the 3rd time that I've seen a deflection for Brianna Turnage, who is off ball, weak side help, and finding a way to get the stop.
Walker, you can just see her hunting shots right now. Moon lost it. What of an unforced error by Georgia Tech will give Clemson a chance, if they want, to take the last shot. Georgia Tech has outshot Clemson 50% to just 35%, but the Tigers on the offensive glass have taken 5 more shots in the game. And here we are tied at 17. Rose going a little quicker, Moore for 3 and misses. Offensive rebound, Hines. 3 seconds, Rose into the paint. Floater is good. A 7-0. Georgia Tech shot it well from the field, 50%. Made both of their 3-point attempts. There's a turnover to start this possession.
I'm not sure what happened underneath that led to the turnover, but I love the face that Rose was given to Albin. I was like, yeah, well, that's just what it is.
For Clemson, no questions asked. You take it. Johnson Matthews pulls up from the mid-range. Turnage with another rebound. Already 5 for her. Georgia Tech going quickly, but missing at the rim is Albin. Hines, great patience. Johnson Matthews with a tough shot over Walker.
Johnson Matthews was a player that actually started the first 3 games for Clemson, but Coach Poppy has continued to work on his starting rotation. This is a player that has the confidence to hit those shots, and to me is an extended starter.
Double figures 8 times, coming off her ACC high of 13. And again, Talayah Walker is hot to start this game. 13 already.
Hot would be an understatement to describe what she has been on. The type of heater she has been on over the last 5, now 6 games.
And a hand on that pass, and here comes Turnage the other way. Walker running, wants it, it's just off her hand. Turnover's a bit of an issue for Georgia Tech. That's number 5.
When I was talking with Sean Poppy earlier today, we mentioned just how you can prevent Walker from getting easy looks, and he said she just plays. And that's the toughest thing about it. She's going to play her game. She's going to play herself into a bucket, which is one of the toughest things that you have to do in order to guard and defend. But when you have a confidence going through the roof, it's almost like good luck and good night.
It's not been a great 3-point shooting team as a whole, but it is something Karen Blair is continuing to encourage them to do. Walker almost had another steal. Talked about spacing the floor more on offense. Are you seeing that in these first minutes?
Yeah, she said she wanted to spread, she as in coach Blair for Georgia Tech, wanted to spread the floor more, understanding that with them not being a top 10 within the ACC 3-point shooting team, other teams are going to bait them to shoot. They're going to have to spread the floor in ways to get easier looks on that side.
Termes. And a Walker spinning. Talayah Walker going baseline now. Keeps it in, or did she? She did not. Turnover number 6 on the Yellow Jackets.
What I love about that defensive series for Clemson is how they were on a string. When you are trying to fade someone to the baseline, you cut them off. You don't open that left leg in order to give them an easy look at the rim, and that was textbook defense.
Thompson back to Rose, 7 to shoot. Back for Thompson, expanding her range. And it rattles around. Johnson Matthews with the offensive board. Turnage bothered the shot. And it's gonna go off of Clemson.
That's another second chance point if Brianna Turnage doesn't use her length and athleticism to contest that shot without fouling. We cannot explain enough how huge she has been in her first year with Georgia Tech on the defensive end. She changes the feel on that side of the ball.
Came back home to finish her college career. Atlanta native, and an and-one chance on the jumper from Moon.
Tigers now starts with number 12, her second.
Erica Moon is one of those players which it is going to count as a long 2. hasn't hit a 3 in the last 3 games. But after knocking down a couple against Notre Dame, Coach was mentioning to her, hey, it would be nice if you could take a few more of those. Look how fluid her shot is. You would think that this is a player that's hunting more shots that look like that.
That was foul number 2 on Mia Moore, so she'll have to take a seat. Georgia Tech as a whole, it's not a team that looks and operates. We saw them in shoot around today. We've seen them right now like a 7-10 team. They play with a little bit more confidence than that.
Well, you know the thing that people say, new year, new me. In 2026, they started things off with a huge upset win on their home floor against Notre Dame. They, along with Clemson, a team that is showing the rest of the league why they should be a program that is not overlooked this season.
Moon firing from 3. Too strong. Turnage offensive rebound. A no-look pass out to Moon. Handoff and an offensive foul called against Moon as Rose was trying to get around the screen.
I understand the thought. Just unfortunate for the execution. So this little handoff finding, moving as she's trying to get in the pathway of Rachel Rose. So easy one to call for the officials. You were just mentioning how Georgia Tech has been on a tear in their last few games, or for Clemson as well. If you're going back to even last year, upset 2 teams that were ranked in conference play, going back to Georgia Tech in that upset, and then Cal as well. They feel like they can even build on that type of play this season.
Houston misses. Turnage quickly, feeds into Walker, working against Augustineta with good defense. It'll be Georgia Tech inbound underneath. Ask Sean Poppy about this team, just the makeup of it. They talk a lot about the balance. They lost their leading scorer, Loyal McQueen, from a season ago, but it is a really balanced group. Great bench scoring as well. Savannah Samuel, they need more from her offensively off the bench. She's 3rd in scoring for Georgia Tech and has a chance to go to the free throw line for 2.
It is almost like a target going at Rushna. The last one, she held her ground and was able to get a stop against Talayah Walker, going to the hands straight up. This looked a lot like that last series, but she picks up the foul there. This is someone you have to keep on the floor. For Clemson to lose her right now because of the fouls. Talk a lot about her playmaking ability and her ability to make shots, but defensively, she has taken the tough assignment in this ballgame.
2 starters on the Clemson bench with 2 fouls. As Samuel misses the first free throw, saw her on the floor getting extra shots about an hour and a half before the game, before anyone else came out of the tunnel. Struggled in the last 4 games to score just 13 points.
And this is what I look for Georgia Tech. After a made free throw, what is the look going to be for Clemson in order to break the full court press? A lot of poise that they were able to show there.
Air ball from Johnson Matthews.
But as Coach Poppy has his hands up, it's almost like you beat it and you feel like you have to execute right away. Still continue to execute what you want in your offensive half court.
Albin, this is their 2nd leading scorer, also comes off the bench. Walker. Termis skipped across to Samuel. Samuel driving, contact, no whistle. Rose the other way for Clemson.
Through the last few series, I know they had one where Georgia Tech was put at the free throw line, but you have to credit Clemson for what they've been able to do to communicate and clog the paint against Georgia Tech.
Another offensive rebound, 3 on the way. That's no good. Turnage has rebound number 8, about 16 minutes into the game.
What is the stretch figure? Brianna Turnage, I felt like went to the 2nd row to grab the rebound.
Such a great athlete. She was really a great spark for them against Virginia. Here's Walker on the handoff, no. Rare miss for Talayah Walker in this game.
She has seen every look so far through the first 15 minutes of this ball game. The face guard, the denial, the help defense on the backside. You got to credit her for still finding ways to get a shot off.
Cone, deep three. Offensive rebound, Thompson. Thompson, the tough finish. And a chance for a 19 tournament was their first since a great run from Jim Davis as their head coach in the late 80s all the way to the early 2000s. And then the program just couldn't find its footing. And here we are into Sean Poppy as Thompson finishes the three-point play. They are trending up quickly.
For Sean Poppy and Clemson, this is not a program that says we're coming in to just be middle of the pack. We're here to win, and we're finding ways to bring in the top talent to do so. And they're doing it on the defensive end as there's a turnover there. But to go back to Sean Poppy, and we saw the clip that our amazing crew was able to show with the amount of fans that Clemson had bussed in. 2 charter buses coming from Clemson down to Atlanta. We all know the term or the quote, if you build it, they will come. Well, that is quite literally for Sean Poppy. Last year, 91% growth over the year, the best in the conference.
Inside to Hines, that's a nice move on the feed from Raven Thompson. Georgia Tech, 8 field goals in this game, 8 turnovers. That is really what's hindered this offense, especially here in the second quarter. Samuel going baseline, bumped by Hannah Cone.
Yeah, Georgia Tech just needs to fine-tune and really understand where their looks are going to come from, as Demira Hines was able to get yet another 2 feet in the paint with no dribbles needed. But Georgia Tech has missed their last 4 shots, now 5. Who settles them in? Who finds ways to say, this is what we're getting to? And being mindful, too, that Talayah Walker is off the floor. Who's going to be that person that steps up to get an easy look or create an easy look at the rim?
Has been one of their biggest questions really all season. They've had a number of players step up and score in double figures, but it's just been the consistency outside of Walker. Hines missing, Termis with the rebound. Erica Moon, Georgia Tech trying to snap a scoring drought that is nearing the 3.5-minute mark. Termis 3, that is way off.
Yeah, that came off her hand very strangely. Just rushing the shot, trying to see if she can get a good look off, but for Coach Blair, she brings in 2 more players. Talayah Walker back on the floor. And then Asia Thomas-Harris, that is going to provide a little bit more length on the inside, too. I think will make it a little bit tougher for Demira Hines at the rim.
Contact up front, that is going to be an offensive foul, and it's going to go on Hines.
Demira Hines, her second, 14th foul.
I almost wish we had a moment to just set up the telestration, because to me, while she picks up the foul, I'm also looking at my guard saying, wait a minute, give me a second to get set so I can have you bring off your player to get a clean block, or screen rather, excuse me.
Here comes Rose the other way, 3-on-2, Turnage arriving to help. Johnson Matthews off the mark. A 4-minute scoring drought for Georgia Tech, and they still only trail by 5. Side to Thomas Harris. Asia Thomas-Harris looking for an option. Moon, little bump, and off the glass. Desperately, the Yellow Jackets needed that.
5'6" with the soul of a 6'5" player.
It's another Atlanta native coming home. to play at Georgia Tech. Rose inside, somehow contorts her body and scores it.
I might have to walk out of here with a Rose jersey because her relentlessness, her fearlessness at the rim, and it's so unassuming how she just finds ways to just gnash, hesitate, waits in the air with the hang time and gets the and one. This is the second look we've seen from her today, attacking multiple layers of the defense.
Her Aunt Missy played at UConn. An uncle and a brother that also played college hoops. So an athletic family that Rachel Rose comes from Scranton, Pennsylvania. Foster, too strong. Walker fighting for it with guess who? Rachel Rose. And it belongs to Clemson.
You gotta love the fight and tenacity. You love that physical play too underneath. Like, we've been mentioning how crucial it's been for Clemson to be in the game, to have the lead. There was a lot of contact underneath. I'm actually surprised there was nothing called under there, but the second chance opportunities, fighting for the ball and what it's gonna look like, and both teams, you can see it's been ramped up a little bit as far as the physical play.
Thompson working against Turnage, stripped away. Coming the other way is Albin. Albin bounce pass to Moon, and it's another Georgia Tech turnover. They are mounting all the way up to 9 right now. Not shooting the ball great, Angel, and then also not maximizing their opportunities.
I mean, but Chucky, you mentioned it. 9 turnovers, they've given up 4 points off of them, not too bad. They're 1 for their last 9 from the field. Still a 5-point game. This is a huge stop for them going into the half.
This is textbook Clemson right now. Half their points from the bench, half from the starters. 2 to shoot, got to get a shot off, and they will not. The Tigers still lose to start the second half for Clemson after foul trouble pulled them out of that first half. That's Walker working on the offensive glass, and she's fouled.
So to start the half, Rushna had the assignment of Talayah Walker. I like the size because of Rushna standing at 6 foot and Talayah Walker at 5'10". Looks different, but Mia Moore right now, keep your eye on her and how she tries to play a different style of defense. Now they have the switch back underneath.
Mia Moore playing with 3 fouls now, 19 seconds into this second half. Here's Walker doing anything she can to find a bucket. Blocked from behind, goes back up, and it rolls off the front iron and off Clemson.
These are the looks for Talayah Walker that came very easily in the previous 5 games. The idea for her is to continue to put your foot on the gas. This is something Georgia Tech needs and is grown accustomed to receiving from her offensively.
Talayah Foster gets it to fall on the layup inside. Foster's got 4 points.
Talayah Foster found her a couple of starts this season with Georgia Tech. I like her boost off the bench.
Turnage bothering the shot from Moore, and Turnage running the break now with Walker trailing. Augusta picking up Walker about 28 feet from the hoop. Little left-hand hook shot is off the mark, but it's tracked down by Foster, who missed it.
Kat Albin is known for her energy off the bench. You cannot miss Foster.
Walker getting crafty, but misses. Turnage keeps it alive. Great rebound. Moon driving, and she gives it away.
Before that last drive by Moon, I was going to say that needs to be clipped, but she gets on the floor, continues the fight for Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech nearly got a takeaway there.
There's a few highlights in there for Clemson. You had 3 bodies that were daring Moon to come into them to see if they can pick up the offensive foul. Mishandled it, just poked away, but didn't give up on the play on the floor, which led to a jump ball.
Clemson got to get across midcourt, and they do. Moore skips it across.
Stagger screen on the backside. Mia Moore could not get to the ball. You have to credit Erica Moon for that denial.
Thompson is fouled by Termes.
She wanted the continuation. She will not get it. They say it's on the floor, but I would continue to look at Raven Thompson. I think that Clemson has found something there with her size and the way that she gets to her looks underneath. It is a tough assignment, especially off of that curl on the inside.
Mentioned to Sean Poppy at the end of our conversation with him, Raven Thompson starting to look like she did the first 2 years at Chattanooga when she was a great scorer for him there. It's the SoCon Freshman of the Year. She's had her top 3 scoring outputs of the season over the last 3 games. Moore hands to Thompson and misses the layup. Turnage into double figures in the rebound category.
Again. And back-to-back games before the last one with 10+ rebounds.
Best rebounders in the league. She's going to be over 9 per game after this one if she keeps going. Turnage has not scored it at a high clip, but she'll get 2 free throws here. Georgia Tech started 3 for 3 from long range. They're since 0 for 6. Walker started 4 for 5 from the field. She is since 0 for 5.
Sorry, Chucky. Clemson doesn't have the best scoring defense in the league for nothing. And you can feel them all over the floor. But going back to Brianna Turnage, just in ACC play, her numbers have gone through the roof because of how active she is on the glass. We've seen her not just the rebounding ability, but she is a stellar playmaker and has had games where she's been able to come up with 10 or more assists at the high post area. She's dangerous.
4-0 Georgia Tech here in the 3rd quarter to trim this Clemson lead to just 1. Moore going baseline. Top for Rose, was great in the first half off the bench. Thompson staying aggressive.
Same look, coming off the weak side, dribbling across the paint, and a bucket. I'd go back to it if I'm Clemson.
Sean Poppy just talked about her confidence she's playing with. Showing it again there. Foster fading away. She's playing with confidence early in this 3rd quarter.
That's a pro-style move. The balance, the lean fadeaway. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Foster can continue to contribute to Georgia Tech for this and next year.
10 to shoot. Inside to Thompson against Turnage, who blocks it and then flips it out for Georgia Tech to run. Long pass ahead to Foster, spins and a great finish.
Oh boy, Talayah Foster getting hot is something Coach Poppy does not want. We often ask if Talayah Walker cannot be on the heater that we saw her in the 1st quarter, who steps up, and Foster has answered the call.
Started with the Turnage block of Thompson. It looked like she just baited her into taking the shot. Here's Rose. Crossing over against Termes and misses. Now Moon, Clemson really didn't see her coming. It's blocked though by Perriman and saved in by Turnage.
I don't know if this is basketball or volleyball, the way we've seen denials.
Foster really running the show. That looked like a push-off, and she cashes another mid-range jumper. Sean Poppy is incensed that that was an offensive foul.
He may have a point, but with no call, she has the points. And Foster is on a run by herself with the last 3 buckets.
(10-2) Georgia Tech in the first 5 minutes of the 3rd quarter. More inside at Turnage. Not gonna happen. It's a 6-0 run for the Yellow Jackets. Inside, Walker, no. And look who's on the board, it's Foster.
How many times have you said, Chucky, at the defensive side that Brianna Turnage with the block and what it's led to? She has the versatility to get the block, start the break, and create for her teammates.
3 to shoot, got to get a shot off, taken away.
Just when I was giving her props.
Funny how that works.
It's unbelievable.
I think both teams feeling it a little bit from a stamina standpoint in this quarter. That had been a stoppage for a few minutes.
I was just wondering where Rushna was on the floor, and of course she passes us on the scorer's table. Coach can feel and sense that their team needs that boost from her.
We get a media timeout with just a few minutes left in this quarter at this rate, maybe less. Walker out of contact, and she is fouled to finally send us to a stoppage in the action. Perplexed with her team offensively because, as we mentioned earlier, there's a number of players that have shown their ability to score the basketball, but only one has really been consistent recently.
Yeah, and for Georgia Tech, if you're Coach Blair, it also has to say, this can't be a magic trick. This has to be something consistent. We've seen you get to your shot. That is something innate for her to get the different looks, and her teammates are looking for her. They have to have more consistency from Foster.
Georgia Tech showing a little bit different look here defensively. Turnage out in front with her length. Agustineta, the former Yellow Jacket. Thompson, 2 to shoot. Got to get a shot off. And does at the end. It rims off and pulled in by Termes. Walker on the move. Tough floater and a nice rebound by Hines.
Clemson has not made a bucket in their last 5 trips down the floor. Rushna has checked in on the last series, and she has struggled today. She is now just 1 for 6 from the field, a player that is leading her team in scoring, and they only have 2 players averaging double figures.
In her first 2 college seasons right here in McCamish Pavilion. Walker spinning, it was great control, but can't get the finish in the paint. Agustineta for 3, rims out. And a foul as Turnage tracks down the rebound. It's going to go against Hines. 14th foul against Clemson with 2:21 left in the 3rd quarter. This is just shocking from Clemson from a shooting standpoint. They were 2 for 12 from 3 in the first half. They've only taken 1 3 in the second half and missed it. It's a team that makes 9 threes a game, leads the league.
And when you've grown accustomed to that type of output and you have not scored in the last 5 minutes of play, you sense that a team starts to get tight. So it's these type of looks that you absolutely need to drop for you to take the lid off the basket.
Adley Perriman gets it in transition, snapping a more than 5-minute scoring drought for the Tigers, who have scored just 4 points in this 3rd quarter. Walker against Agustineta, trying to step through. The help comes from Hines, absolutely denied. Rachel Rose inside, what a finish!
And just like that, it's a 1-point game. You're telling me that you can go 5 minutes without scoring and put yourself in a position where you can close out the quarter with the lead?
Moon with a hesitation into Hines. It was good defense. Termes mid-range, they needed it.
All of Termes' shots have been outside the paint. And if it's gonna look that smooth, continue, please.
There are some tired legs on the floor, specifically for Georgia Tech. Walker, Moon, and Turnage are playing some big minutes. Another miss from long range for Clemson, a fight for it on the ground. This time it's gonna belong to Georgia Tech.
Now it's very tough because you mentioned it. Clemson, obviously about 9 threes made per game. The last 2 looks were on target, come from two players, and Rushna and also Rachel Rose, in that corner shot. Those are typical shots that go down for them. They cannot give up on those looks because it hasn't been as efficient in this quarter.
Clemson set a program record for threes made in a season in Sean Poppy's first year last season. They are going to shatter that this year, but it's just not been their day from that part of the floor.
I think Rushna got the point when Demira Hines came up for the rebound.
So listen now, those are mine. Moore trying to go into Hines, taken away, 8 seconds, and a hard fall for Hines, who is slow to get up on the floor in the paint at Wake Forest. The last two as a starter has been a big piece of what Clemson has done this season off the bench for them. 5 seconds left in the third quarter. Albin pulls up from long distance, and no good. To head to the fourth, up by 3. The Yellow Jackets looking for their...
It is a 3-point game, and Georgia Tech outscored Clemson 14-6 in the third quarter. Now, for those that are just joining us, Clemson was able to find ways to get stops in their last few series because of that backline defense for Demira Hines. She had an ankle injury that it seemed like she had a lower leg injury and is now in the back, so hopefully they'll be able to get her back, but I'm not sure how that's going to look defensively for them.
Clemson's first 3-point attempt of the quarter was off the mark from Rose. They're now 2 for 15. Moore trying to change that. 2 for 16 from long range. Turnage has another rebound. She is up to 15 in the game.
She's like Charles Barkley out there.
What's your rebound high in college?
I don't know, maybe 11? It's not too bad, not too shabby, but it's not 17, which is her career high. Like, what? And we just started the fourth quarter.
Foster got her own miss, and the rebound clinic for Georgia Tech continues. 2 free throws coming up for Foster.
At the break, we talked about the bench. Now, Foster being in the starting rotation the last few games, 5 games, is helpful, but these are really important minutes for Georgia Tech and how they can continue to get looks at the rim or the free throw line, because with Talayah Walker on the bench, you can lean on other players like Turnage defensively on the glass, and then Foster, who really found her footing with 8 points in the third quarter. That means a lot when you can have your stars' legs towards the end of the ball game, and Talayah Walker coming off of a game where she had 40 minutes against Virginia.
See how much time Karen Blair tries to buy for Talayah Walker on that bench. One positive for Georgia Tech has been this defense, though. They held Clemson to their lowest scoring third quarter of the season. Thompson taken away, jumped by Catherine Albin. Albin, nice little double clutch, and Georgia Tech has their largest lead of the night.
As you just mentioned, all but one of their wins have been on home court, and one slipped through their fingers against Virginia due to a slow start. That is in the back of their mind of how they can protect home court. It is up double figures in so many different categories for Georgia Tech on the improvements on their home floor.
Georgia Tech in yet another close game this season. They have 5 losses by 6 points or less. They've got 2 ACC losses that have come by just 1 and 2 points. Just those narrow margins that they just have not been able to come out on the right side of. Trying to go inside over the head of Thompson and taken away. Georgia Tech defense forcing all the turnovers now. Albin, bucket! Transition triple for Albin.
Let's be very clear that Catherine Albin is indeed a walking bucket. She had 20 against Norfolk State just earlier this season. I think she can absolutely be a starter on any other team because of the production she has in so many different areas.
Termes out to Foster, who wasn't looking for it, and Karen Blair telling Termes just slow down.
Blair and Boone, though, the point guard saying, hey, look at me, eyes on me. Trail 3 for Albin. She had another one that was just off the right at the top of the key earlier in this quarter. You do not want to see her get hot from that spot on the floor.
See Georgia Tech, 10 games decided by 10 or less points, just 3-7 in those. 0-3 in games decided by 2 or less, 2 of those in the ACC. Mia Moore kicks out. Johnson Matthews. They just cannot get a 3 to fall. Termes rebounding.
They need one. We saw the run that they went on. It was a 6-0 run for Clemson when they had the first look in transition. They need one to get knocked down to find some type of boost. And is it Demira Hines on the floor right now? That is a huge sign for them to get her back.
Great to see her back out there. She was in some serious pain and emotional when she left the court as Albin misses everything on the three-point attempt. The biggest difference for Georgia Tech in this second half, just 3 turnovers. They had 9 in the first half.
Well, that'll be a difference. Can't score without the ball, right? But I looked over at Coach Blair, and what I loved about it was she gave the signal of spread the floor. Make sure we're spread out, be playmakers in space.
There is a lid on it from long range for Clemson.
Johnson Matthews was too strong on the previous 3, just short on the next one. I'd hate to see that third one find the target zone.
2 for 18 from three-point range for a team that shoots about 35% from there. Moon, step back. She missed it all, and Hines does a nice job to shield it from Turnage, who was looking for her 17th rebound. Augustaneda back into the game. She's playing with 4. Hines is playing with 4. There's really no foul trouble right now for Georgia Tech. Rose kicks out, 3 on the way. Off the front iron, there's Hines. They missed her for a few minutes, but she's back.
She's like bionic woman. I mean, the ankle looks fine. She went sky high for that rebound, for a much needed bucket.
Georgia Tech taking plenty of the shot clock these last few possessions. Turnage spinning over Hines, rolls off, rebound Moore. Sean Poppy says, let's go, let's run. Augustaneda. Hines, again, on the offensive glass.
Comeback kid. How huge she has been. Just a 5-point ball game. So much time for Clemson. It's that type of fight that makes it just a 2-possession game and forces Georgia Tech to call the timeout. We got ourselves 8 for Georgia Tech. 2013 ACC legend. Has done so many great things in the state of Georgia. 2 titles in high school at Sequoia High. I mean, when you have that type of royalty on the baseline, you want to show out.
Demira Hines has changed the game after returning from injury. She's been on the offensive glass with a couple buckets. She gets the steal there. Rose, mid-range, no roll. Thompson, rebound, and 1 for Raven Thompson.
A game of runs. Who will survive at the end? Raven Thompson, again, one of the strongest players you're going to find on this roster, has put herself in a position to create extra buckets. Takes the contact, finishes through it over a shorter frame in Erica Moon. And we're looking at a ball game that is just 1 possession, a 2-point game, after only scoring 6 points in the third quarter.
7-0 run in just 1 minute, 21 seconds for Clemson.
You are absolutely right that Demira Hines has changed the flow, the energy for Clemson.
Defense is ramped up in this fourth quarter. Foster three. No, Turnage tried to tip it out. Here comes Thompson leading the break. Thompson to Moore. Back inside. Guess who? And we're tied.
It's only fitting. It's only fitting that what looked to be like a gnarly ankle injury, Demira Hines comes back and has put the team on her back.
They try to go inside. Augustineda is called for the foul, and she is just fouled out in her return to Georgia Tech after what I'm sure she will consider a disappointing afternoon. Just 2 points on 1 of 8 shooting.
Now, here's the thing about it for Clemson. While she is your leading scorer, she has not been able to contribute in that particular category through this game. You got yourself here by the extra work by the committee. You do miss a very good defender in her frame. How do they counter it?
They try to go to Termes with a huge size advantage on Rachel Rose, but it's a turnover. Clemson trying to take the lead. Thompson. Turnage matches a career high with 17 rebounds.
Blown away.
But Georgia Tech needs a bucket, a scoring drought of more than 5 minutes. They just played in a game almost identical to this down the stretch against Virginia. There's Termes.
6'6" was going against 5'9". She demanded the ball for the first time today in the paint.
2:20 to play. Hines going back at Termes, who's whistled for the foul. Just the 3rd team foul on Georgia Tech. No team really in foul trouble right now.
Look at the power move on the inside. First bucket of the day was a 3. The second one, she stepped in for a little midi. Now she's saying, I can take over in the paint as well.
Interesting what Clemson does defensively, because Hines would be the matchup, but she's got 4 fouls. Great pass from Hines. The 3 still will not fall for the Tigers. Just 2 for 21.
What is it? They're getting every look they want from outside, a team that is known for the 3 ball. Still a 2-point game.
Walker, a quiet second half. 20+ in 5 straight games. Turnage, no good. Walker, oh, she got it! Big bucket for Talayah Walker, who's up to 17.
Walk them down, Walker. Finding a way. That is not an easy rebound. She came across, back contorted, gets the rebound and the bucket. She gives you a different highlight every single game.
Back to a 5-point Georgia Tech lead. Rose skips across. Johnson-Matthews. Baseline into Hines. And tied up by Walker. It will stay at this end.
We've constantly talked about the defense of Clemson, and rightfully so. They've earned it. But for Georgia Tech, they have shown that they too can swarm on the inside.
Moore. Finally, a triple falls.
No hesitation, one of the biggest shots of the day for Clemson.
Back to a 1-score game. Foster had a big 3rd quarter trying to go to Termes, and it is batted out of bounds. Clemson trying to check and potentially appeal this.
Correct. 'Cause
Bounds underneath.
yeah, absolutely. To finish the play, just how well they've been able to play here at home. 6 of their 7 wins have been in this building, including the upset over Notre Dame.
Foster and Walker have been the big offensive catalysts for Georgia Tech. This is Talayah Foster going baseline on Rose. Inside, great feed to Turnage.
Talayah Foster warranted the double coming at her on the baseline, and a beautiful dish to Turnage for 2.
Johnson Matthews, Moore just hit one. Misses. Turnage, a career high 18 rebounds. It's just the 4th team foul against Clemson, so Georgia Tech will have to end.
In this ball game, there's not much more you can say about that.
Batted out of bounds by Johnson Matthews. They were trying to inbound to Termis. 27.7 on the clock. Clemson has won 7 of their last 8. 2 straight wins in the ACC at Miami and over NC State. At midcourt, Clemson gets a tie-up, stays with Georgia Tech.
I like the idea of going for the tie-up instead of the foul. They still have a couple to give to put them at the free throw line. But when your defense has been as solid as Clemson throughout the season, you rely heavily on the discipline in that department.
Moon is the inbounder. Trying to get it in and taken away by Clemson. Now throw down court, Moon runs it down. There is a huge collision between Moon and Moore. And Moore is the one that got the worst of it. She is on the ground injured.
Offensive foul charge to the Giants, number 3, Erica Moon. Her 3rd, 4th team foul.
That is an offensive foul that they are going to call on Erica Moon running down the loose ball. Karen Blair all season right here on ACC Network and the ESPN app. Clemson down 4. They've hit just 3 threes in this game. Got to go quickly with 16 seconds. There's Moore who misses, and Moon rebounds and is fouled immediately with 12.1 on the clock.
It's almost like she lost the handle of it going up, but a good look for her. Gets the high foot, attacking and passing. But great job by Moon too, saying if you want the layup, take it. And not fouling, and now she has an opportunity for 2.
Erica Moon, a 63.5% free throw shooter, gets the first. Redshirt sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia, played her first 2 years at Texas A&M. Is a top 100 recruit out of St. Francis High School for the 2023 class and pushes the Georgia Tech lead to 6. Clemson takes
Together. Still a lot of time on the clock.
Alvin just got called for a foul on the inbound. And so Clemson gets 2 free throws with nothing coming off the clock. The only bright side of that is it's a 2-possession game, and it will stay that way.
Yeah, absolutely, but still, Clemson is left with a timeout, so they can't advance. Georgia Tech has a 2. So then you start to think about, they don't have to go the distance if they get a stop. They do have to get a foul. You mentioned Georgia Tech at the free throw line. Right now they've shot 80%. They have to find who they want to put at the line immediately.
On and win this one. And they inbound this successfully. And Turnage, usually on the sideline because of free throw problems, is in because of her passing ability. Talayah Walker is fouled immediately.
I mean, there's no better player to get the ball to. She's perfect, 6 for 6 from the free throw line. And as Coach told us before, she is asking, demanding the ball in the huddle. As a player that consistently has stepped up for them in this entire season.
Walker gets the first, and she is a point away from 6 straight games with 20 or more. It's a game high 19. Foster added 11. 4 other players with at least 5, and there is another 20 ball from Talayah Walker to push the lead back to 6. And
The same page.
Moore driving, goes in for the layup with 6.5 left. It's still a 2-possession game. Maybe you wanted a 3 there, didn't you?
You absolutely wanted a 3 there, because even if you get it back and score 3, you would still need another possession. And Walker's like, if you want it, you could take it. But with 5.6 left on the game clock, especially with the ball in Moore's hands, she's hit their last 3.
Five-point lead for Georgia Tech. They are 5.5 seconds from making it 4 wins in their last 5 games, ahead of a trip to Duke in a week's time. Moore picks it up. Gonna drive in, kicks it out, and it's just a formality. It goes in, but Georgia Tech with another statement win in year 1 for Karen Blair in front of an excellent crowd here at McCamish Pavilion.
And the Queen Bee